I have a question. Is it in anyone's experience that's here, are you able to be aware that you are having a thought as it's happening? The reason I ask is when I do the Three Brothers exercise, often awareness will drift into imagination. And as soon as awareness realizes that's happening, the thought falls away. So it seems like there, maybe with more practice, is the aim to be able to awareness realizes it's an imagination, and is it possible to allow the thought to stay and continue to watch it from awareness instead of being lost in it? Is that even possible?
You want to say something on this, Peter?
Yes, that's what we're doing right now. We are having thoughts. We are thinking together, and we can be aware while this is going on. So it is possible right now. In the case of imagination, it's strange. Imagination is happening to us. We could say we're lost in imagination in the present, but because we're lost in it, we're not aware. We're tangled in it. As soon as we realize that, because it's imagination, it goes away, it disappears. It was imagined. But now we're having these thoughts. We are projecting these thoughts, you could say, focusing these thoughts together. And while we're having them, we can be still residing, you could say, in that place that we were trying to foster in the first 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes today. So the answer is yes, and it's possible to confirm that right now. Another way to see it is, are you aware of every word that you say? Many times people are not. Especially now, people talk so fast, it's like rapid fire. But to be aware of every word it's like being aware of the thought as it's passing through, as it's coming out. As you're formulating a question, you can see the question formulating in yourself, and you can be aware, you can realize. Thank you.
Yeah, that's interesting. I haven't thought about this, like the talking, because there's thinking and there's thinking. Thinking is happening, basically. So the thoughts are being formulated and articulated. But more like, let's say, on one's own. Let's say I'm by myself in the room and all of that. I understand your difficulty, or your almost like the question. Also, I think it's generated by various pointers from the tradition or from teachers. They say, well, you just notice thoughts, they come and go. Like the clouds of the mind, and the silent witness is there, and thoughts come and go. And it seems like, well, it seems like either I'm imagination or it stops. So I don't see it. I'm here and it comes and this thought. I understand. I think that's the thing with imagination. Imagination is some kind of imagination, meaning this just daydreaming. As consciousness becomes more conscious, it stops. You can catch, I think you can catch, Nicole, this thing like the dying of that thought. I think it's possible to catch that, the dying of that thought, that you catch the tail end of, there's this, the consciousness becomes more awake to the fact that he was not attentive to the here and now. And it's a kind of almost like I think Ouspensky was even talking in a different context, that you can see this creature almost just turn the corner. It just turned the corner. But you caught a glimpse of it, but it turned the corner. So you can see the falling away of this thought. And there's still a lingering miasma. That's also a wonderful exercise, this really, to notice the falling away of a certain thought form, then using that to stay there. And actually that's right there. Our Buddha nature is there, that which was aware of the collapsing and that which remains, this perceiving thing. You know, at the same time, these days I've been working with this, like the hot potato exercise. There's some kind of recurrent pesky, like a thorn in my spiritual side, some subject of like, hey, you know, some voice. You know, I noticed, wake up in the morning and it comes. I can see it coming. Then the next day, go in the shower, you know, didn't even have, didn't quite get, I don't know, the instinctive center is not awake yet fully. However, presence is there, you know. Then this comes, this subject, this which is subject of dissatisfaction or subject of something that bothers the life of Mihai. I noticed several times, as it came, it comes. And I have a choice, if I'm awake enough, choice to be like, okay, thanks. Not go with it. Or be like, yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I noticed there would the nagging thorn. I am aware as it comes. And it's better not to let it tell more stuff. It's better.